Hey, okay. Hi, how y'all doing? It's Floof here. I made an interesting purchase that's right behind me, and I'm basically going to take y'all along with it. As of right now, I've got 4 of these tuners and a load of pickguard screws that I need to go to Lowe's for. And then after that, we can do that. But before that, this is what I bought. I bought this. Get a little look at that for $40. And the reason why it was $40 is because I'm not sure the neck is straight. So, I mean, the neck is straight, but it could be problematic. It's straight like I'm straight, to get the idea. Anyway, I'm off to Lowe's. Okay, we're back. Ace had the screws, but they only had them in brass, so we're gonna see how it goes. Weird thing about this bass is the screws. Is the screws that fit in it for the pick guard fit for everything, which is the same screw that is used in the tuning heads of the Squender P bass. I don't make the rules, I just build them. Okay, a couple of things that need to be done on the Honda P bass thing. The pick guard is currently on my desk. I am about to get the stuff that I need to power up my iron, which is in my little hedgehog cup, and then I could solder in this. From the looks of this image, both of these are my ground, and then I just need to connect this ground to these grounds, this ground, these grounds, which connects to this ground, which I will connect to a bridge ground that doesn't exist in the base for some reason. As you can see, there's no cable here, just a ton of wood. And I don't know what kind of wood this is. The dude said mahogany, but it's way too light and way too light, if you know what I mean. Like, it's way too light of a color. My guess is that this is either alder or ash, but what makes me stop thinking ash is how light it is. So, but also it's not assembled, so I guess I'll have to figure that out. So I'm gonna go solder that, and then after that it is tuners, and then I don't think I would need anything else. I would want a string tree on it, but I don't think I would 100% need that. I think I can get away without it. Bocce went under the bed. He's gone. I genuinely cannot fucking believe it. I just soldered these 2 wires to ground. Lit right up. That's awesome. Okay, so to get more of this saga in, it plays. Surprisingly well. Like idiotically well. I put brass screws in it. The original ones I bought from Ace Hardware didn't fit correctly, but now these ones fit a lot better. Some of them are at an angle like this one, or this one, or kind of that one, but some of them are flush like this guy. The alignment reminds me of the gold foil for the pickup, so I'm probably gonna have to buy a bridge that gets like adjustable saddles and basically adjust the whole thing this way. But there it is. Needs a string tree and some strap buttons. But other than that, like, it plays, and that is the funniest shit on the planet to me. I had to reset and like reinstall Windows recently, so all my shit is fucked. That's why there's been, well, that and college is the reason why there have been no videos the last 2 weeks. Alrighty. Yippee, we get to go now. Yay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Alright. We need to talk about this thing. We do. So, as far as I know, this is a Hondo bass from the 1970s. It could also be a Lotus of that same era, but when I was talking to the dude that I bought it off of, he said Hondo sounded familiar for this bass. So it's likely a Hondo signature bass. Shout out to Hondo Felder, by the way. Yeah, so what you've seen up until this point, this is editing Austin, by the way. What you've seen up until this point is basically the entire journey of what I've done to get through to pretty much everything up until I went to work last night. While I went to work, I was on the other side of town where the Guitar Center is, I picked up a couple of more things like these strap buttons and a couple of slugs to fill the missing saddle screws, so that way I could lift the saddle up and make the action a bit more even. I'm going to try and harvest some saddles that I have on an AM Pro bridge, like the heavier mass ones with 3 slots, and try and see if I could use that to fix my alignment issue a little bit to the best of my ability. Because as of right now, like, this bass sounds really cool, but the E string sounds like this. Ignore the rattle, the tuning keys are old and shit. And then the rest of the strings sound like this. There's a very big wavelength change here. Oh man, it's so bad. Oh, it's so terrible. But yeah, no. So that's probably what I'm going to try and do today when I go to work, is find a string tree finally, because this gets annoying really quick. More things I need to do is the neck needs a shim. So I'm going to have to take the neck off really quick. I put the Deodario half rounds that I've had lying around because I've had those kicking for a while. Thought they would be perfect for this, and they have been. And I think I'm going to have to replace the tuners altogether at some point because the tuners, like, the flat back plate is bent on all, like, literally all of them. And it does not screw to the wood super well because of that. So, like, this top one has no top screws. It's just got the 2 on the bottom. So, it's kind of shit all around. But, you know, new tuners aren't too bad, especially if I can get some, like, cheap Squire ones. The shim is really easy. I just put a piece of, like, cardboard or something in the neck, and for those of you who don't know, a shim, you know, you need a shim when the action up in the middle is like really high, but the action in the back is like down damn near perfect, and that's the exact case with this instrument. The action, because if I move any of the saddles lower, it's going to ruin the action at the lower register, making the middle register the only playable part. But man, this bass had a couple of just straight up miracles. Like, for instance, I'll just show you the picture of what the guy sent me of the neck twist, and it looked like this. It was a fucking disaster. And I was talking with Sono the entire time as I was making this, and he was like, "Oh, that's pretty bad." But I went to check it out in person, and I'm glad I did. And because when I did, it didn't look that bad in person, and I was like, I might be able to work with this. And it seems that the string tension from the, like, heavier bottom end that I use on the strings, the heavier top end, because for those of you who don't know, my main string gauge, if given the choice, is 180, 65, 45, or 45 to 100 on a lot of common sets. And the reason for that is I get a little bit more top end on the lower strings and a little bit more bite, but that's a topic for a different day. The big important thing is the heavier gauge on the bottom, or on the higher strings, gives it a little bit more tension, and it pulled the neck just enough. So if you look down the neck right now, it's straight as a fucking arrow on the left, and it's got a little bit of a baby bend on the bass side, which is perfect. Like, that is all I could ever ask for. The truss rod moves on this thing miraculously. This thing sat in a garage for years, and I mean like 5 to 8 years is what he's told me. This is like a gray silver paint job that doesn't feel totally shit. The neck feels excellent. It's like it's either like a thick C or like maybe a really soft D, off of just feeling it out. The nut width is equivalent to what you would find on a modern P bass, 1 5/8 inch. And then it's got this funny humbucker in it, dude, and it sounds really cool when you get the strings on it, and the alignment isn't super fucked. But man, when this thing comes together, like, it's such a lively little bass. And I originally bought it as a $40 like parts project, because I wanted to have something, like complete set of parts for the 1-speed challenge that we were planning to do at some point down the road. And having this would have been perfect, but once I learned about what it was, I knew that my mission had to be not to drill and Dremel a hole in it so I could fit like some whack-ass pickup in it, but to restore it back to what it once was. And I think I've done a pretty decent job of that, at least given the budget constraints that I have, because I've got the budget of a walnut. And this entire base has, like, this entire project so far, after buying the base and the hardware and all this other stuff, I have spent, like, I don't have a drum roll anymore. I lost that when I nuked Windows. It's about like $50 to $60 is how far I'm in, because the strap locks and the slugs I got at work, so I got a discount on those, and those were like $5, and I probably spent another like $5 to $6 on screws, $40 to the base. I'm about, we'll say $62 into this base. No, $52 into this base. And I want to try and keep it under 100. And I think the funniest end goal would be to find Hondo one of these days, like maybe if we meet up at NAMM, and have him sign the headstock as the Hondo, the true Hondo signature bass. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see when we get there. But for now, this is kind of where the space is going to be left off. I'm going to take the shim off of camera, or take care of the shim off camera, because that's boring. Same with why there was not a lot of footage of me putting the damn thing together, because like it's just me screwing forever. So that's just really boring to me. And to me, what's exciting about this instrument is the bass itself, and the history that it holds. And I love it. It's this Lawsuit era P bass. It's my first vintage bass, and it actually like sounds pretty good. Plus, my hand's been feeling a lot better. It's been looking a lot better. I should ice it tonight. I haven't done that in a few days. But, like, my physical therapist said my hand is looking better, and I've slowly been doing slow things on the bass. I haven't done, like, crazy 16 shit yet, because I don't want to re-trigger what I did to myself. I've been doing a lot of hand stretches, so for those of you wanting an update on that, that's that. The past 2 weeks, I have been very busy with school and working 2 jobs, so I'm sorry that there haven't been any uploads for the past 2 weeks. I've got some stuff around the corner, though. I have, like, maybe, including this one, 3 or 4 videos coming around the corner. I'll finally get around to them. Thank fuck. So May should be chock full of shit. And if I miss a week, then you can yell at me or something in the comments section below, you know. But I'm not missing this Sunday. This video is going to come out Sunday because I really wanted it to. I think it's awesome. I think it's super fun and interesting. And I'm glad I got to take you guys on the ride. My name is Floof the Bassist. You can find me at Floof the Bassist. If you want to follow me on Instagram, go check the description below. We have a Patreon now if you don't want to do monthly things. I also have my Venmo in the description as well. That's entirely up to you and your financial situation. If you just know that when you donate, you go into dumb shit like this. So just know what you're getting into. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace out. Ugh.